What's up, everybody? Tell me why my loyal client of mine drove almost 4 hours to come see me for this haircut. I mean, if that ain't loyalty, I don't know what is. Shout out to him for coming through. Doesn't matter where I'm at, my man's is always gonna pull up. If you've been following me for a while, you might have noticed that I switched barbershops, so I'm just a lot further away now from my clientele that I used to cut. But that wasn't stopping my homie right here. My man's loyal, he still pulled up for that cut. And for the haircut today, we did a mid-high skin fade. So what we started off with was balding out the bottom. We went about 2 fingers above the ear, and we went ahead and balded all the way around, a nice even line around the head from one side to the other. After everything's balded out, you're gonna see that I used electric shaver on this client to make it a nice smoother blend. And then we're gonna go ahead and start with our steps of fading up into the dreads. Or I'm sorry, not dreads, braids. So when you're dealing with braids or dreads or anything like that, you want to make sure to separate the part from where they stop at and where you're going to be cutting. So I went ahead and did that with my hair grip right there. Now I got a 1.5 guard, lever all the way closed, and we're just going straight up to the part with that. So we already know we're gonna stop at a 1.5 at the part, and then we're gonna take our number 1 guard, lever open, just to remove a little bit of more weight. And then we will go ahead and start our fade. So right now, I guess you can say we're fading down, but we're actually not fading anything yet. We're just removing some weight. So now we're gonna go ahead and take the guard off, and now you can see my guard is off, and we have the clipper halfway open, and we are going up just about 1 finger's width. And after that, we're just going to close it all the way, and we're going to just fade down into the skin. We have the lever all the way closed, still no guard on, and we're just fading into the skin. It's not going to take it all the way. The last step we're going to need to do to fade into the skin is use the corner of our trimmer, and you're going to see me do that next. So the zero no guard definitely lightens up the area, but this corner of our trimmer is what blends it into the skin where we used our shaver. Now we throw our half guard on, we got our lever all the way closed, and we're just going to go up another finger's width, and then we're going to come back with our guard off. We're going to be using just the corner to blend in between, and we're going to have our lever opened about halfway. I think I may have not recorded the no guard blend in between, so I do have it on the opposite side, so when I get to the opposite side you'll see that. But basically I did take off the guard, the half guard, and then lever halfway open using the corner to blend in between the zero and the half. And then now we have our number 1 guard. We went up with our lever open, lever closed, and now we're just smoothing out the area. We have our lever closed with our number 1, and we go down with the grain. Now we got our half guard back on using just the corner to keep blending in, and we're just going to make sure we blend into that 1.5 going up. And then we'll just go ahead and line up the beard. I did fade the top of it, so make sure you do that before you line up the beard. And like I said, we're just going to repeat all the same steps on the opposite side. Like I said, it's just going to be the 1.5 all the way up to the part. and then we're just gonna do the half no guard, and then 0 trimmer, and everything in between is always going to be corner only to make sure it fades. But every time we want to move up a step, we'll use the whole blade. So make sure to keep that in mind whenever you're trying to blend an area out. And area out a little bit more is the corner makes a big difference, and then the angle that you're trying to fade. Same thing on the back as well. So we did 3 steps. We got the left side, the right side, and the back, and every side all the way around to have a nice even fade. We did the exact same steps. Now we're going to line up in the front. I wanted to really get a close in on this because I know sometimes it can be difficult to line people up when they have dreads or braids and you're trying to figure out what area to cut and what area not to. Basically, you want to make sure to comb down all the baby hairs, all the excess hair hanging over, unless they specifically tell you not to cut a certain area. Just because they don't want it to be cut, you guys comb it all the way down. All the excess hair, try to follow their natural line. You'll be able to see it if you look them dead straight on, and start from the middle and work your way outwards. So you saw I started from the middle going left and then going right, and then you do the brackets on the side. Once you're all lined up, you can definitely do some cleanup work afterwards to make sure the area is nice and smooth and they have longevity on that lineup. Make sure there's no extra excess hair hanging over. After that, we're going to go ahead and use a straight razor that will make the lineup last a lot longer. And then we're going to add a tiny bit of enhancement at the end because the client requested it, just to give that lineup an extra pop and make the fade stand out. Another major key to remember when you're lining up the front is trimming some of the excess hair off the forehead can really make the lineup stand out and also last longer. So Definitely think about doing that when you're doing the straight razor. All that extra excess hair just like on the forehead that you can't really see, sometimes nobody can really see, but when you take that trimmer to it, it'll clean it up and take it right off, and it'll make the lineup, since the lineup is dark, it'll make it stand out a lot more. And then we're going to go ahead and you see I'm just lining up the bottom of the beard there. So he wants the corners rounded, and he wants to keep it pretty low, pretty wide. So just lining everything up nice and natural. Straight razor on the beard. I put a little bit of shaving gel on there just so it doesn't scrape the skin, and we are cleaning up the area first, and then we're going to line up the beard. So cleaning up the area around the lineup before actually lining it up with the straight razor makes a huge difference. So I'm using the Tomb 45 color enhancement, and I have my little air gun right there. I just got on Amazon, and you can see keeping it at, like, you know, just like a few inches away from the forehead, and just spraying the area around the lineup. I'm not spraying too hard or for too long or anything like that, so it'll not drip. It'll look natural, it'll look clean, it'll make the haircut pop, and it'll give this lineup just a little bit longer of kind of like just that life, and kind of a nice pop for like pictures and stuff like that. It'll give them just a little bit more time until it washes out. If you made it to the end, I truly appreciate you for watching. This is the before and after of the mid skin fade all the way around with an added enhancement. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone that you think may need it. Let's see you in the next video.